why not check out more details? Everyone's got MySpace, and it's so the future. MySpace.com/Das Wanderlust. Right, as promised on Sounds, joining me in the studio now, Coventry's finest. He says one of them's got his hands over his over his face, and more about that shortly. Bootleg Poets. Evening, guys.
Hello.
And entertaining already, and we haven't even started the programme, really.
It's going to be all right.
It's going to be fine. Yeah, I've got a good vibe. Now, I'm terrible with names, as I've already said to you. I've got a memory span of a gnat. This is true. Chris, I remember, because we've exchanged emails to set this all up.
We have indeed.
So I know Chris, but only as a sort of email sense.
Through electronic.
Yeah. Around you, you have more people. Do you want to do a quick round the table, as it were?
Call.
Roll call's good.
I'm Gaz.
Hello, Gaz.
Nice to meet you, Will.
You're a character, aren't you? You can tell that Gaz.
What your mum says.
You can tell. You can tell that Gaz is lead on some of these songs.
Yeah.
You have been entertainer to be a lead, don't you?
I've got more words than anyone else. I think that's what it comes down to.
Chris, Gaz. Next up.
Into the microphone, boy. Be a professional.
Hello, I'm Sean.
What does Sean do?
I play lead guitar.
Lead guitar, Sean. Welcome. Oh, don't worry. We won't make you say any more words. You're fine.
No one can see your eyeliner running. It's gonna be... You didn't even notice he was wearing eyeliner until now, did you?
Sean, look into the lights. No. Are you really? It's fine though. It's metrosexual. It's fine. Men do it. Men wear dresses, but I'm sure that's not. Moving on. Sean is now suitably embarrassed and will probably not want to do his guitar anymore. Next.
My name's Alan, and I play bass.
Alan's a good name. I like Alan.
I think it's fantastic.
Good. And the man who's got his hands over his face because he's a bit worried about what he's going to say, I think you might be safe on the first question. Name?
Name's Dan.
Dan. What do you do, Dan? Ah.
You knew it had.
Yeah. I now see, Dan, why you're feeling a little bit left out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because tonight...
I just thought you meant at that. In general, we've not been talking to him lately.
Oh dear, Dan's being a little bit left out because it's an acoustic session tonight, which means no drums. So maybe just tap the desk or something in that sort of style. Anyway, look, enough of the nonsense, more of the serious stuff, the music. Bootleg Poets, Chris. What's the name all about then? How did you come up with that name? I love asking bands that question because then there's normally a really great story.
No, there's not this story. We used to have an old name, and then some Glaswegians took it from us.
How rude.
Yeah, the Fratellis, but then drunken night in the Campbell, really. That was about it, really.
Oh, okay.
Almost came to blows, but...
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't move on from that as well. Alrighty, so, all from Coventry.
Yep.
What do you think of the Coventry music scene right now?
It's a lot better.
Is it?
Yeah, well, a couple of years ago, when sort of you first started going out and stuff like that, I didn't think everything was like really sort of heavy, big, baggy trousers, 70s music. And there's a lot, there's more songs there's more bands with more energy, selves included.
Yes.
Get us up there.
What's the Bootleg Poets style of music?
We're like very Indian.
The reason we're laughing, you see, is Chris put himself forward as a spokesperson, and Gaz has now decided he's going to be spokesperson.
It's just what happens.
I can so tell you're the lead. Go on.
Yeah, well, it's kind of energetic, indie-ish, bit of punky, bit of soul, good time, rock and roll music. Hurrah!
That's all right. It's a bit of an eclectic mix.
Yeah, only because we don't really know what we're doing. We just feel our way around it.
If in doubt, just throw a few genres together and one of those will easily describe what you do. It's probably... Absolutely. So how long have you been together as a group?
Well, the old Fratellis thing, I won't say that word again tonight. I've had enough fun. Radio One. Yeah. But we formed our original band with an old guy who's not in this anymore in...
Not dead.
Wow. Good as. Oh, Danny, you're in trouble. But yeah, we did that in February 2005, but we were kind of going backwards, just learning a bit, and we formed Bootleg Poets in November of 2005, really when Alan joined.
Right.
Style changed a bit. got involved, got a lot better, got a lot tighter.
We can play music now.
Yeah,
That's good.
Which
we
helps.
we
Yeah.
just like wore really good jackets before and stuff, and just kind of said there.
Yeah.
It was all right, but
You'll have to explain that because that won't work on radio.
what? Oh, I flicked my collar. And
Yeah.
I'm like Cob's answer to the fondant, basically. It's going to be all right.
Oh, dearie me. So in terms of the current lineup, then not long together.
No, so where are we?
Nearly. Oh, well, yeah. September's good, as in it's almost a year.
So we're just starting to get into it now, really. It's like falling off it now. We're just like the bigger gigs are coming through and stuff like that. And
I was going to ask you, what have you played up to now? Where have you played up to now?
well, around Cobb we started off doing things like, well, we've done everywhere like the Cross, the Campbell or Phoenix, as they call it these days.
Right.
Through Collie, and then like lately been out of town a bit, like Bar Academy in Birmingham, and we're off to Liverpool this weekend.
I know, get you to the Cavern, no less.
Made famous by the Beatless.
I've heard of them along the line.
You know, so,
They kind of chipped away in the charts.
do you remember Yoko Ono? Do you remember her?
I remember
There
her.
was this fellow who's a bit to do with
I've got
not
you.
much, and,
Yeah.
and he was in them.
Beatles, yeah. That's good. Are you looking forward to the Cavern?
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're taking a coach load up.
What do you mean you're taking a coach load?
Literally, coach load of people.
What?
Fans, hopefully.
Oh, I see, right.
We're just straggling people off this street.
It's good. What, you're just going
like
to...
desperation
You're going to go around the ring road and just...
Five per service station. Like, you know the kid who's in Burger King and he's always really bored when you go in on a long drive, in basically, give him a break.
Yeah. Well, look, I think we should hear one of your fine songs. Who's the principal writer, or is that something that you all contribute to?
I tend to do like...
Oh, you do everything, Gaz, you do. I can tell.
I put together a very rough article.
Okay.
And I take it to the musicians here.
Right.
But then at the time, someone will bring in a riff. And it's proper shared for musically.
Yeah.
And then I just do words and stuff.
That's all right. That's how a song comes together.
Yeah.
Sort of an evolutionary process. Don't know what that meant, actually. I meant to...
You just invented a word.
Yeah, I did, actually. That was completely made up. But, you know, I could have blagged it if I hadn't actually then pointed it out. Anyway, first track then.
A Boy Can Dream. I'm going to back off because I've got my fog on. So I need to go away.
We should explain, obviously, because we're professionals, we do dry runs here, you see. And, yeah, we discovered that Gaz is... well, you've got a big mouth, mate.
Booms it.
Yeah.
It is in the factories, you see. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Working class hero, we are.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Bootleg Poets, A Boy Can Dream. You take it away, guys.
Bloody dean, thrown on people trying to believe a boy can dream. Where would I play? Anywhere they let me on stage, and would I get far? Got a big house and my birds are pop star. Would there be a well? No, should do my head in. What about a flash car? Well, I can't drive. Shut bars on people trying to believe. My shirt's lost and my heart was on the sleeve. And if you just excuse me, a boy can dream. And what then? See you with the PM. I'm sorry, no, they take my piss, so I'm just a little shit. Oh, but don't know me for trying to believe. My shirt's lost and my heart was on the sleeve. And if you just excuse me, what? A boy can dream. A boy can dream. A boy can dream. A boy can dream.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's very good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. Dan,
Yes.
you weren't completely not used, were you?
Remember this one line once?
yeah.
We've been practicing all day, couldn't do it.
Danny, the line is woo. With us, Dan, come on.
Yeah, Dan, give us that line once more.
Yeah.
Very good, isn't it?
Without that song's nothing. The boy can dream, but I can't even talk tonight. What's wrong with me? Bootleg Poets. The group who is in the studio, your sounds of BBC Coventry and Warwickshire.